Hello. In this video, we are going to take a course tour of a business class, personal finance, from the student's perspective. So once the student logs into Wolfden and they pull up a course from their academics tab and they enter into that course, this is the home page of the personal finance class. It uses a two-column layout. So here you've got your left navigation panel right here, and then here you've got column 1, and then here you've got column 2. And of course your breadcrumb trails are up here at the top so that you can navigate backwards if you need to instead of hitting the back key. So we've got an about this course section, which is right here. And in this about course, there's a brief course description or course objective, a nice graphic that indicates a little bit about what personal finance is about. You also have an announcement section. So at a glance, the student can see, are there any announcements that I need to be paying attention to? As you scroll on down, if there were any bookmarks that the faculty member wanted the students to look at, there is a bookmarks portal available on the main page, and of course a calendar. The calendar is important because you can go into it and then you can see any due dates for assignments or coursework that needs to be done, so you can see all of those assignments on the calendar. So we'll go back to the main page and we'll continue down, and at the very bottom of this main page there's the handouts portlet. So in this case there's PowerPoint files for each one of the chapters that correspond with the chapters in the student's book. So over here on the Getting Started page, the way this course is set up is that the Getting Started page is the same main page as the personal finance page that I'm pointing to here with my cursor. The next page down is your syllabus. So this is an area where the instructor has pasted a portion of the syllabus into Wolfden. There's also a downloadable version, which is right here, and the student can click on that and then download that syllabus. The next area over here is coursework. So this is where the bulk of the assignments are going to be. Any of the assignments that are built into this coursework correspond with the gradebook. So because this is in the middle of a semester where I'm showing you this class, these units have already ended. So I'm going to click to open up the units. And again, this is the student's view. So as a student, you log into your class, it's going to default to the current module that's being run based on the due dates that you give the module, which we'll go through how to set that up. So in this particular module, it's week 11 of the semester. We have chapters 11 and 12 that we need to read, and then we have a quiz. So this is pretty cool because the student can see, okay, well, I've already done 10 weeks. We've done various assignments. So you can kind of click to look at the assignments, read chapters 11 and 12. Here's a discussion. This course that we're looking at is a blended course. So this course meets Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. However, some of those classes are substituted by an online assignment. So here we have in week 10 that started October 26th going through November 1st. The students had classes 2 of the 3 days, and then for their week 10 discussion, that was an online discussion. So they did not meet in person for that discussion. They did that online. So that took the place of a class time. So from a student's perspective, when they see the coursework page, as long as you have put assignments in with due dates, up here in this box, it will show the most recent items that are due. So here they know they've got to read chapters 14 and 15 by Monday the 16th, and then they have to read chapter 16 by the 23rd. You can also click on this link here. It says View Assignments by Date. Again, that will take you through various assignments that are upcoming. As you can see here, the 16th, the 23rd, and the 30th. So that's the coursework portal from the student's viewpoint. And these remaining weeks are open currently. The next area is the discussion forum. So the discussion forum portlet is where you would create discussions for your students to view. So as always, in the discussion forums, there is the actual discussion forums portlet, there's a chat portlet, and there's a course mates portlet. This has been called the Collaborate panel in the past. We're now calling it discussions forums because that's what most of our faculty use this area for. So from the forums, you would just click on the forums link, and then the student now can see from the student's view the various discussion forums that have been set up. So in this course, we have a student lounge, which is the best practice, especially for a fully online course. We have the general course questions, so that if a student has a question about a course, they can post it here. And then down below, there's another category that's called graded discussion forum topics. So all of the discussion topics that are in this area are graded, and they're tied to an assignment under coursework. So let me take you and show you that real quick. So here we have week 10, and this is a discussion. So if we go back up to coursework and we go to week 10 and we open that, right here is an assignment, week 10, 10 golden rules for buying life insurance. So as the student clicks on this assignment, it actually tells about the assignment, and of course this isn't graded yet. But to write a post or reply for this assignment, the student actually clicks on this link, and then it takes them to the discussion forum. So they can access the discussion forums that are assignments through coursework directly through that assignment in the coursework portal, and they do not have to hunt for it in the discussion forum portal. It will take them straight to this discussion. The other thing that's in the discussion portal is a chat. It's a general chat room that you as the faculty member can always schedule a chat. Say, let's meet in chat on Monday afternoon at 3 p.m. Those of you that have any questions will join the chat, and we'll ask questions and talk about a specific topic if that's what you choose to do. And then course mates. Course mates is a great way to actually communicate with your students through this portlet. If you click on course mates, it will show your students, and you should encourage your students to create profile pictures so that you can actually put the name with the face. And that's very helpful if you're doing a blended or fully online class. So as we're going through all of these students, if you wanted to email them, and this is from the student view or the faculty view, you would just select all, email students, open email, and then it actually takes you into an editor so that you can create an email. And then this is really important too, public addresses or private addresses. So that's what's under the discussion forums page. The actual forums portlet, the chat, and the course mates. Still from the student's perspective, we have the grade book. And of course, this is viewing me as a student in this class, and I have, of course, not been doing any work in this class. So it will actually tell me what my grade is. And here we have an outline of what assignments have been graded and what still need to be graded. Continuing on, the course information page will have, this information is pulled straight from Genzabar, from what the registrar's office has on file, the name of the course, the term that it's in, the faculty who's teaching it, and their email, a picture if that faculty has uploaded their picture, a schedule of when the class is to meet and the location of that class, and then the course description. So all of that is going to be standard under the course information. And the last portlet that we have in this course is the attendance portlet. Again, it's viewing me as a student, and I have not been a student in this class, but any student that wants to check on their attendance can do so here with the attendance portal. So that is a course tour from the student's perspective of a typical class in e-learning via the Wolfden portal at Newberry College.